Hello, welcome everyone. I am Manish Masaho. Today we will study one of the most important topics of physics, that is Ohm's law. Okay. So firstly, who is given Ohm's law? So remember one German scientist, that name is George Simon Ohm. George Simon Ohms is given Ohm's law in 1928. Okay. George Simon Ohms is given this law in 1928. Actually, this is the fundamental law. This is fundamental law of physics. Law of physics. Okay, this one is a fundamental law of physics. What is its meaning? If you want to study any phenomena of electric currents, okay, in a futures, in a high levels, then you need of these topics. For survive the lives, we need a food, clothes. This is the fundamental for lives. Like this, for the study of electric, okay, need one is the one of the most important rules, that is called one laws, that is called fundamental law. So always remember Ohm's law is a fundamental law. So you have to know about these topics. Okay, this is the fundamental law of electric charges. Law of electric charge. Okay, and the question is this: why George Simon Ohm given this law? Because he is the Ohm's law is very famous law. Okay, and why? Because you know that without any needs, scientist doesn't gives any one new laws invention. Okay, so what is the need? What is condition? What is the application? Like this, we will study in these topics. So actually, why is given? So it is given to relations between voltage and current. Okay, Ohm's law, actually George Simon Ohms gives this law to relate voltage and current. Okay, actually we everyone see your lives, there is a currents and voltage. Okay, then how you can change current and voltage? Okay, so give the what is the relations between this? If you change the voltage, then current will change or not? If the amount will current change? If you increase the voltage, suppose you increase the voltage, current will increase or not? To know about this, he is given this law. It is clear. And second is, okay, what is the definition of this law? Let's see the definition of this law. So the definition of this law: if physical condition of conductor, always remember Ohm's law is valid only for conductor, not for insulator, not for semiconductor. Okay, so this, if the physical condition of conductor such that temperature is a physical conditions, such that temperatures, all physical conditions, you can say anyone like this, like physical temperature, strain, okay, pressures, like this. If the physical condition of any conductor is remain constant, remain unchanged. Suppose that you have any conductor with temperature is 40 degree. Okay, so you are studying at a remain constant temperature 40 degree. So if the physical condition of conductors such that temperature and pressures, all these physical conditions are remain unchanged, then the current flow in any conductor is directly proportional to the applied voltage across the end of conductor. Okay, always remember this is the complete definition of Ohm's law. If the physical state of any conductors if the physical state of any conductor are remain constant, suppose that when the temperature are constant, pressure are constant, like this are constant, then the flow of current in any conductor is directly proportional to applied voltage across the conductor. It's mean that suppose you have a conductor, suppose you have one conductor, if you apply the voltage here, suppose you apply the voltage V on this conductor, okay, then this one is two terminal. If you apply the voltage, then currents will flow from positive to negative directions, okay. The flow of current is depend on conductor voltage. The flow of currents it depend on voltage, okay. So if you change the voltage, then current will change. So what is change? It's change in case of proportionality, okay. If suppose that if the voltage across the conductor is, suppose that voltage you have applied V, okay, then electric current, what is electric current? I. Suppose that if you apply the voltage V, then you get electric current I. Then according to Ohm's law, what formula says? Voltage is proportional to current. This is the formulas according Ohm's law. Here one question arises, you can write voltage proportional to current, current proportional to voltage, or suppose this one is A option, this one B option, and B, A or B both options, and none of this. This one is 4 options are given in our exams. Who is correct? Okay. So think this one is correct or not. This one is correct. If you apply the voltage, then you get current. Okay. Not you get current, then you apply voltage. In any shops you got and you buy what? Voltage, battery, cell. Okay. We cannot collect current. We will collect voltage. So always remember this one is correct, because if we apply the voltage, then we get current. Okay, so this one is not correct. And if we this proportionality sense, remove this proportionality sense, then we get a common constant. That constant is called, this is the proportionality constant, it is called resistance. Resistance of conductor. Resistance of conductor. Actually it is a constant. Actually it is a constant, but its value depend. Here one question, what is the meaning of constant? Constant, that means the value which are not changed with respect to time, that is called constant. Okay, but here electric resistance, its value are different. Its value depend, not a constant. If you look carefully, deeply, then you get resistance, it depend on sometime size, is depend on size, length and nature of conductor. Okay, so here question is this, कि electric resistance is constant, then why it depend on this quantity? Because constant meaning the value physical quantities which values are not changed with respect to time, that is called constant. But here its value depend on this. Okay, so its answer is this, the value of resistance is constant for any one conductor, particular conductor. Suppose you have a copper, you have a silver, you have aluminum. So its value remain R1, whatever the value, but resistance for all copper's conductor are same. Resistance of silver conductor are same. Resistance of aluminum conductor are same. But resistance for copper, resistance for aluminum, both are not same. Okay, so it is a constant, but it depend on the natures. Nature like this, you are taking copper, you are taking aluminum, silver, different metal conductor has different you can say resistance. Okay, so it is depend on natures. If you take coppers, then all coppers material has same resistance, so it is called constant. Okay, so here is a constant. If you take value for resistance, R is equal to V upon I, you can see this R is equal to V upon I. Okay, here if you see here voltage and current. Okay, if you want to draw the graph, between voltage and current, then you can draw like this. Suppose you have a two axis graph, always drawn between two axes x and y. This is the origin. Okay, here you want to use V and I graph between voltage and current. So in x directions, which quantity you take? You want to take voltage or current? Always remember whose value you can determine. Okay, which value you can determine, that is keep in x direction. Okay, so here voltage in this directions, always remember, because the value of voltage we can increase or decrease. Okay, so we are taking voltage in x direction, and if we change the value of voltage, then current will change. That means the effect of current effect on current. Okay, so the current taken in y direction, always remember that quantity whose value you can change, which are taken in x direction, and on which that are dependent, that is taken in y directions. Okay, here if you see this diagram, so what is the graph? That is linear, that is hyperbola, parabola. What is the graph between this? So in a mathematics, one is a equation of line, relate with equation of line, y is equal to mx plus c. This is the equation of line. So here c is a intersect. If c is a positive, then graph start from right side. C is 0, then it start from origin. C is negative, then it start from here. Here c is 0, you can compare this. C is 0 here, so your graph will start from origin. Okay, so this one is a equation of line, and this is similar to this. Okay, so graph of this we get straight line. It is clear? So, and you can also see here, if you change the voltage, then current will change. Okay, according to voltage, current will change. Suppose the voltage value is 5, then current is also 5. Its value is here. If your voltage is 10, then current is also 10, because both are changing with proportional sign. If voltage is 15, current is also 15. It is here. Okay, if you connect all the points, then what you get? You get a straight line. So you can say the graph between voltage and current for conductor is a straight line. Always remember, this is the graph between voltage and current for any conductor is a straight line. Okay, so this graph, the slope of graph, this is the slope of graph which gives resistance. Always remember the slope of graphs which give resistance. Okay, if you want to find the value of resistance, then you can find like this. In a mathematics, suppose we take this point here and we draw intersect here. This is the voltage, this one is current, this one is voltage, so it is also voltage. Okay, currents. So if you take here theta, suppose that if you take angle theta, then what is the formula of tan theta? Because slope find through the tan theta. Always remember. So tan theta, okay, if you find the tan theta values, so it is equal to, actually here look, see, r is equal to v upon I. Okay, the slope we have to find r values. This is the actually the slope. Okay, but one thing remember, here is I upon v. Everyone know this. That means tan theta is equal to perpendicular upon base, I upon v. But here is a formula as r is equal to v upon I. So need to change. You can change this 1 upon tan theta. Then it's become v upon I, and it is equal to what? R. So you can say the slope values is equal to 1 upon tan theta. Slope is equal to 1 upon tan theta. This one is slope of the graph. Always remember. Okay, so this is the conditions, graph between voltage and current, and this is Ohm's law. What is the condition? What is the limitation? You can say, what is the limitation of Ohm's law? Okay, so let's we see the limitation of Ohm's law. let's we see limitation of Ohm's law. Ohm's law, limitation of Ohm's law. Okay, what is the limitation of Ohm's law? So first, this law is valid if the physical condition of conductor, this law is valid if the physical condition of conductor are remain unchanged. Okay, one thing remember, if the physical conditions of any conductor are remain unchanged, then this law is valid. Second, this law is valid only for conductor. This law is valid only for conductor, not for insulator. I always remember, not for insulator and semiconductor. Okay, so this law is valid only for conductor, not for insulator, not for semiconductor. So this is the limitations of Ohm's law. So hope everyone get understand Ohm's law. Okay, if you have any doubts related to Ohm's law, you can comment. Okay, if you get this video is useful for you, then share with your all friends, everyone, and like, subscribe, and support me. If you support me, then I will upload many videos for you. Okay, so like, subscribe, and share. All my friends, thanks for watching. I am Manish Kumar Saho. Okay, thanks.